Hello, parents of Through the Week Preschool. Wanted to quickly show you how to use Zippy forms to fill out your preschool forms and for other uses you might have. So welcome. You can get to Zippy either by coming through a link on your preschool page, or you can go directly to zippyforms.com, and I'm just showing you Zippy Forms first page, which is to create your own account. This is an easy thing to do. In your case, you will want to pick yourself as father, mother, parent, guardian, whatever your case may be, but always create your Zippy Forms account in the name of a parent, not in the name of your child. Although you'll be using this for your child's information, it really stems off of you as parent. So you can see there's a few things that are asked for here. You create a password, phone number, date of birth. Social Security is always optional. Your phone, cell, and work. And then you can see that it is a database that is encrypted. It's for your use only. After you create your user, you save that. I'm going to actually take you into Zippy Forms under my username. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to be able to show you how to get around Zippy very easily and what you might want to create for yourself. This is a little fake family that I created just to do some testing, but after you create your account, it will bring you to this page, and it'll show you yourself as the mother or father or guardian, grandmother, and then in order to add your child, you want to just come here to the left and add a member. At that point, you can add your son or daughter. It'll ask a little bit of information about them, as you notice. And it'll also allow you to click here and copy the information from your address into theirs. And then coming down here at the bottom, it'll allow you to ask, and you need to do this part, which parent is the first parent to call in case of an emergency. So you want to click on whoever that parent is, and you save that information. When you save that information, it brings you back to showing the family member page, and then you'll be able to see your child is on there. And if you want to edit that in any way, then you can hit the pencil to do so. If you want to add, let's say you haven't added the father yet, or you want to do that, or you want to add another child, you may do so. The other thing that I would suggest in the case of just the preschool forms, you don't need to add everything in this database unless you want to, but you can add an emergency contact here. You see that's very easy to select your family member. Like if, let's say, Sam is your son, you would put that in, and then you do need to add your insurance information. That's something that one of your forms may ask for. That's very easy to do. You hit the add button, put in the provider, the policy number, and you'll notice here it just walks you through the basic information, and you save that. It'll even ask you for what family member it is, and if you want to copy the insurance from another family member, because most of the time insurance is owned by one person in the family and the others all use it. The next piece that you'll need to add, and these are just simply for the purposes of doing a little bit of data for your preschool form, is medical info. So you click on the medical info tab and you add your common medical. That's just your hospital, your doctor, or your pediatrician, your dentist if you have one, orthodontist. Again, you can copy this information from one person to another. It's very quick to do. And then I would suggest that you add detailed medical information. This is a very quick check if you have a medicine allergy. This information, if you're doing the after-school form for Cornwell Center, feeds into that form very easily, and it feeds into lots of camp forms or sports forms. So this is a quick just check if you have it and update at the bottom. The other categories of Zippy that might be of interest to you as preschool parents, there might be some immunizations that you want to keep the details on just for yourself if they're asked. So you can use this as just a free database. But you can also just click on here, add detail immunizations, and you can just say, my immunizations are up to date. Some forms will ask for that. But the purpose of Zippy really was to create a family database that could be used for many forms. So you don't have to fill in all of this for a preschool form, but you might want to use it for some other things, and I'm going to show you those next. So let's say that you came on here and you added your family member, you added your insurance and a little bit of your common medical, and you said, okay, I want to print my preschool form. I'm done with this. No problem. You come here to the pay and print. In the pay and print, it will ask you to enter information in order to populate your form. So this is going to populate your preschool form, and I'm going to show you how it does that. And if you have 3 kids, you can do each of theirs very quickly and easily. But this database has a lot of other forms in it. So for instance, you can pick Myers Park Baptist, and you'll see here the Cornwall after school form is there, and your through the weeks registration form is there for 2014-15. You can fill those out for any family member. But in addition to that, you can also see that if you look at all the different organizations that are in here and all the different forms that are in here, for instance, CMS's forms are in here, Holy Trinity. There are a number of schools, Pop Warner football. There's some other things that you might be interested in, some Camp Harrison forms. And you may ask for Zippy to add forms of your own. So over here to the left, there's a form request tab. You can choose a file or an internet RUL and send that. I actually will receive that, code it, and add it to the library. You need to give me a week or so to do that, so to put a form in for camp and want it the next day is a little difficult, but if you'll send that, we'll get it in for you and you can use it. We'll notify you it's in the Zippy library. So as a matter of, let me complete my registration for preschool, you go to the pay and print. It's 99 cents to print a form. 5 cents goes to the charity of your choice, and you can see here there's a button to add nonprofits that you might be interested in. There's already some in there. So you can add a new nonprofit, or you can, when you go to the pay and print, it will ask you for a nonprofit. You choose your form. So in this case, I'm going to choose my Myers Park Baptist through the week school application. I'm going to select my family member, Sam. Let me mention to you, all of these numbers that you're seeing besides people's names, they will not be in your database. This is merely a coded database portion for me to make sure that things are correct. And since I created Zippy, I have to sort of make sure that things are correct. We're going to hit proceed. This is not going to ask you to pay and print because this is my free account with my little pretend family, as I said. So you're going to miss the pay and print portion. But in this case, you put in a credit card for 99 cents. You can buy 10 forms for a smaller fee and pick your nonprofit. When we proceed, it's going to give me the chance to create my registration form, and you can see that when I create it, I can name it. So this could be Sam's 2014 form, but I may have done a different form for him at some other time. And this asks you to complete a couple of details that maybe weren't asked in the database. Are you a Myers Park member? Yes. Have you any siblings enrolled? Yes. Are you a new applicant? No. Other children in the family, let's say Susie is 7. How did you hear about Through the Week School? A friend. And you save that information. It comes to you here in 2 ways. You can have it sent as an email to yourself, and you want to click on this PDF to download it. So I'm clicking the PDF, which is coming to my computer. I have an Apple Mac. And now you can see that here I have it. My form is here for me to print, for me to save, for me to email with all of my data. that you will find that in the download function of your computer. If your computer's different from a Mac, you may have to go to the Finder if it doesn't pop up immediately, but it also should come to your email. I want to mention one other thing about Zippy is that on each page are Zippy help videos. So there's a help feature, but there's also a Zippy video in case you get lost or need some help. So Zippy help is in the video, and then up here in the question is also just a help line that you can send an email to me asking a question, or there's some pre-printed information about questions that people have already asked. So that's a simple use of Zippy. I hope it's something you'll find useful for your family. I hope you'll tell others about it. I hope if you'll have questions, you'll ask me. My information is on the Zippy Forms website, and I look forward to a great year working with the Through the Week Preschool.